Hey everybody out there in YouTube. Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. This is George from the Elvis Vinyl Guy channel, and this is video 2 of my uncle's record collection. This is the rock and roll section. It's going to be A through J. It should be in alphabetical order, but hey, we'll see. I'm just going to go and get this started. He was a big fan of ABBA, so he's got ABBA's Greatest Hits Volume 2. I don't know why he didn't have ABBA's Greatest Hits Volume 1, but he doesn't. Probably because this is his favorite stuff. This has got, you know, Knowing Me, Knowing You, Take a Chance on Me, Dancing Queen, Does Your Mother Know? That's my uncle's favorite ABBA song. Chiquitica, The Name of the Game. So it's the better of the two. It's better than Greatest Hits Volume 1, obviously, in my opinion, and his. But this is original, first pressing on Atlantic. And this is why this is what I grew up on. Once again, my uncle was a K-Tel fan, and I have this album in my collection, but this is his copy, The Magic of ABBA, on K-Tel Records. K-Tel Records. This has everything, though. I mean, everything that you would ever need. He really loved Fernando and SOS. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's on here that's not on Volume 2 that he really loved. That's ABBA K-Tel, The Magic of ABBA. He really loved this band too, America. And this is A Horse with No Name on Warner Brothers from 1971. Classic America hit there. After that, we've got Bachman Turner Overdrive 2 on Mercury. I don't know if this is the first pressing, but this has got Taking Care of Business. I think that's all he ever played was that song. I don't know if he really liked anything else. Now, this is one artist, I never heard him play her, but Blessed Are by Joan Baez on Vanguard. I don't remember him ever playing this, but I know on his mixtapes he did have The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. So that's probably why he bought this album, just for that. I'm sure there are other good songs on here. I mean, I've got this album in my collection, but I haven't spun it in so long, I don't really... Oh yeah, Help Me Make It Through the Night, Heaven Help Us All, Put Your Hand in the Hand, Gabriel Me. Yeah. There's a lot of good songs on this, but that's Joan Baez. This is the Beach Boys, the Golden Years of the Beach Boys. This is the Candlelight Music compilation. He did love the Beach Boys. I do know now that there is something out of place because he has Endless Summer. And I'm sorry, guys, but I think I was listening to Endless Summer, and it's probably in my records in the front room. But you guys know what that's all about. So after the Beach Boys, then we got the Bee Gees. Trafalgar. I don't know how that's pronounced, but it's got Can You Mend a Broken Heart? Somebody Stop the Music. Don't Want to Live Inside Myself. And we get into Black Oak of Arkansas. He's got a few of those. Keep the Faith. This is from 1972 on Atlantic Records. Let me just open this one real quick. This does open up like this. And the record does come out the top. And guys, when I say this is a really amazing collection, everything he has an inner sleeve that's pretty much original to the pressing. I don't think there's anything in here with a regular plain white inner sleeve unless that was how it was released. But look at this Black Oak of Arkansas. I mean, that virtually unplayed. What he did was he made mixtapes, and I've got those. And when I finished this video, not this video, but when I finish this whole segment on his collection, I'll end it with showing you the mixtapes. I mean, he went as far as typing out the songs on the inlays for the tapes. He always bought I want to say Magnavox or TDF or TDK tapes. That's all he would purchase. But he bought everything from Radio Shack. And then we got another Black Oak of Arkansas, Street Party. Black Oak, Arkansas, Street Party. Dancing in the Streets. I don't really know this band that much, but obviously he liked them because he's got a few of theirs. And then the last one is Raunch and Roll. Black Oak, Arkansas, Raunch and Roll Live. It's a gatefold. It's on Atco from 1973. Then we get into Blood Rock. This is still in the shrink. Blood Rock 2. Still in the shrink. I would imagine it's original pressing. It's Capitol. I'm not saying everything he had was original pressings, but most of it's probably going to be. This is probably a green. Yeah, that's green Capitol Target label. So you guys let me know if this is. I'm not a. I don't think I have one Blood Rock album, so I don't know a lot about them. And he never played them really for me. Like I said, this is some of the stuff that I found out later on. I'm like, wow, I didn't know he had that. I do know DOA is a good song, but yeah, Mint in the Shrink, pretty much. Blood Rock Passage. This one's not in the shrink, but I mean, this is on 1972 Capitol. I think it's another green label. Yeah, it's green label. And then we have Bread with Manna. Great album. Let Your Love Go. She Was My Lady. Come Again and Truckin' are ones I know of. You know, that's another thing. I don't really listen to Bread either. I mean, I like, you know, Let Your Love Go and, you know, Baby I'm a Want You and stuff like that. This is Bread. This is in the shrink on Elektra. The name of the album, I think, is just Bread, yeah. I don't know if this is their first one or not. I don't know when they went. But this has Any Way You Want Me, Dismal Day, London Bridge, Move Over, Don't Shut Me Out, You Can't Measure the Cost, Family Doctor, Don't Matter to Me, Friends and Lovers. With David Gates. Yeah, anyway. Bread in the shrink on Elektra. Alright, now we're getting into... Nope, here it is. Bread, Baby I'ma Want You. I thought he had that. I know this was his favorite album, Mother Freedom. Baby I'ma Want You. Down on My Knees. That's really all I know. after bread, we go to Brownsville Station. We're already at 10 minutes. They're smoking in the boys' room. This is Yeah. This is on Bell Records. They did the original Smoking in the Boys' Room. And it's on this record. Barefootin', Sweet Jane. This is one that threw me for a loop too. I didn't know he liked Captain Tennille. Song of Joy by Captain Tennille. He used to play this for me when I was a kid. Big Bamboo by Cheech and Chong. Yes, I do believe this is complete. Come on. Yep. It's got its giant rolling paper in there. He loved Sister Mary Elephant. That was one of his favorites. That's on Ode Records. This is Rita Coolidge, Fall into Spring, in the Shrink, on A&M Records. Never played me any Rita Coolidge either. I did fall in love with Rita Coolidge on my own. I have a lot of her albums, and I love Rita Coolidge, but it wasn't one that he played for me. Got Alice Cooper, School's Out. I believe it's all there too. Let me just see what is this, A&M or Warner Brothers? Can't remember who does. Yeah, Warner Brothers. Alright, now we're getting into the Creedence Clearwater Revival. This is this is Green River. Just absolutely stunning condition. I mean, no splits. This thing looks brand new, guys. I mean, the vinyl in there is just amazing. This is on Fantasy. These are all original first pressings to my knowledge. We got Born on the Bayou, or Bayou Country, I mean. Look, no ring wear. Just absolutely no ring wear anywhere. Let me go ahead and just show you. This has a few paper scuffs on it, but I've listened to all these because I didn't see. I knew that he listened to CCR. He had a few on his mixtapes, but I just never. I didn't know that he had. I think he's got like all their albums. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember any other albums besides the ones that he's got in here. Maybe I'm wrong. I know he didn't. He doesn't have the Blue Ridge Ranger albums or anything, obviously, but that's. Okay, after Bayou Country, then we have, this is the one that's in the worst shape, Cosmos Factory. That's actually got a little bit of ring wear there, as you can see. But the vinyl is great. It's not overplayed. It sounds great. I'm sure this is, he played this one because it's got all the great songs. traveling band, looking out my back door, run through the jungle, up around the bend, who'll stop the rain, heard through the grapevine, as long as I can see. I mean, this is practically a greatest hits. Almost all these albums are really. After that, then we have Susie Q. Yeah. But just immaculate condition. No splits or anything. Susie Q hype right there. We got Willie and the Poor Boys. This one is in shrink. Original $4.98 price tag. This is another great one. Down on the Corner, Came Out of the Sky, Cotton Fields, Fortunate Son, the Midnight Special. I love their version of Midnight Special, in my opinion, is the best. After that, then we have Pendulum. This is a gatefold. This has got Hey Tonight. Have you ever seen The Rain? Molina. But another great album. I believe that is it. Let me know if I missed any. I mean, I think that's all their albums. Neil Diamond Gold. He loved Neil Diamond. Obviously, his favorite song was Love Brothers Traveling, or Brothers Loves Traveling Salvation Show. That was his favorite. And here's another band I didn't know that he had so much care for, because he has, I think, everything, just about everything they've got too. Dr. Hook, Belly Up. Let's see, Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show with Sloppy Seconds. This is the album with Freaker's Ball on it, which is obviously an amazing album. Cover of the Rolling Stones on this one too. This is Dr. Hook in shrink. This has Sylvia's Mother on it, another great song. I'm a big Dr. Hook fan, but he did not turn me on to them. A Little Bit More, I have this album in my collection. That song, A Little Bit More, is actually, really, really good. Then after that, the only Doors album he had was Doors 13, which was a greatest hits compilation that they brought out, I think, around the time Morrison died or before. I think this came out, this was pre-death. But yeah, Doors 13 got everything on it except for, you know, the end. But all the other hits are on there. And I know we love this album. This is the Eagles, Desperado. One of his favorite songs by the Eagles is Doolin Dalton. Rightly so. Tequila Sunrise, Desperado, just great, great songs. Bitter Creek. Then we go to Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I guess it's just self-titled. This is on Cotillion in the shrink. One of my favorite albums of his right here is Five Man Electrical Band. Goodbyes and Butterflies with the in the shrink with the Signs hype sticker. Love this album. If you don't know this band, you'll know the song Signs. It was done by Tesla on Five Man Acoustical Jam in the 89, 90. Then after that, we get into Grand Funk. He liked a lot of Grand Funk too, apparently. Grand Funk live album. All these are just in stunning condition. I wish I could just take them all out, but then the video, I would have to do it only 10 records at a time. Grand Funk Survival. Grand Funk Closer to Home. And Golden Grass. This is the Grassroots. Apparently he really loved the Grassroots too. You know, once again, it's something that he never really played for me. But they're really good, though. I have listened to them. So I understand where he's coming from. More Golden Grass. All this is on ABC Dunhill, by the way. Now this is one of his favorite bands of all time right here, the Guess Who. This is on RCA Victor, and obviously you know the Guess Who, American Woman, Undone, Laughing, These Eyes, all those are just amazing songs. And then Share the Land by the Guess Who, also on RCA Victor. Almost done. We're at 21 minutes. This is Gypsy in the Garden. Some psych, I guess, here. I haven't heard them before, but it's practically unplayed. I don't know that he might have played it once or twice, but it doesn't even look like it's ever been played. Another band that he liked was the Hollies. This is in Shrink. This is I want to say this is probably Yellow. I'm not going to worry about it, but he loved Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress. He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. And the only other song that's not on here that he really loved by the Hollies was The Air Tonight. And Humble Pie, Smokin'. John Hurley Sings About People. This is on RCA. It's a promotional copy. He had some promotional copies in there, so he must have... I don't know where he got those, unless he got them from a DJ or something. But this is really cool, too. Love this album. Iron Butterflies, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, and The Shrink. I mean, this is just an amazing, amazing copy of this album. Really, really nice condition. And the next few are going to be Iron Butterfly. This is Iron Butterfly Ball, another great album. This is on Atco. Iron Butterfly Live. This has got a really nice live, great drum solo for In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. Side 2, the entire side is In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida if you've never had this album or listened to it. Iron Butterfly Heavy on Atco. And Iron Butterfly, this is Metamorphosis with Panera Rhino. So, have not listened to this one yet though. So I don't know how well that sounds. This is Tommy James and the Shondells, another big love of my uncle's. He loved Crimson and Clover, obviously, but he loved Ball of Fire, Crystal Blue Persuasion. I think Sweet Cherry Wine, he really loved that one. This is another Tommy James. And the Shondells, Travelin'. And then we have another band that he loved, The Worst of Jefferson Airplane. Really loves this band. He loved Grace Slick's vocals. And last but not least, Jethro Tull, which I never heard him play, but Benefit. And I do not partake. I'm not a fan. Sorry. I just can't get into Jethro Tull. Don't know why. But anyway, that is video 1 of my uncle's rock and roll collection. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, anything I said wrong, please correct me. Leave them down below. If you haven't already, hit the like button or the not like button, Scott Waters. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now. Peace, everybody.